pain inside. It's so delicious and tough to judge the burning witches. Say, 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 set yourself free. Say, 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 blame it on me.
All right, I'm Jay Stone. Welcome to another episode of my show exclusively at rockmetaltalk.com, Stone Chrome Radio, Granite Coast Entertainment, and the IndieAuthority.com. That was Burning Witches by Steve Halley. He's a frequent guest on the show. I have him and a couple of guys from his new band, Nymphogeist, on the phone. So welcome to the show, guys. What's going on?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good,
Thank
good.
you very much, Jay. Jay, say hi to Dave. Dave, say hi to Jay. What's up, Jay? How you doing?
Good. How are you, Dave?
Not bad.
Sweet, sweet.
Yeah, Dave and I, Jay, since last time we spoke, put together a band called Nymphogeist. And just to bring you up to speed on that a little bit, we're in the studio now. We're recording, and we're hoping for maybe, I don't know, a late winter release. It's been smooth sailing. We're working with a great producer, this guy Rich Gavalis. He worked with the Bloodhound Gang and a bunch of other cool bands. And the studio is Dome Sound Studios in Royersford, and it's just an amazing, amazing studio. It's actually underground, and it's literally shaped like a dome. You feel like you're in a cave. You're walking into a completely different world. I think there's pictures of it on their site. It's I'll give them a plug, domesound.net. If anyone is interested in checking it out and checking out the gear. But yeah, we're working with a real veteran. He's a badass.
Cool. So, do you still have your studio, Steve, or?
I do. A lot of the pre-production, mostly Dave and I have been doing at my house. We've been like setting up the sessions and laying down some rough guitars, and we'll be utilizing my studio as well. And I'm sure cutting a lot of leads and maybe additional instruments here. There might be some cello on a couple songs and a couple odd things. But yeah, we'll definitely be working out of my good old Studio X as well.
Cool. So now is the Steve Halley?
He's got like better toys.
Right, I hear you.
He's got better, more expensive toys. I have pretty good toys. New Pro Tools rig and all that. But this guy's just a maniac with his gear. He's got great gear.
That's awesome. So, did you put the Steve Halley solo stuff on hold, or are you still working on that in the background, or are you just focusing on Nymphogeist?
Well, I'll tell you, the whole thing was really like sort of serendipitous. Like I kind of, in all honesty, was missing the Trashlight days and being a fucking guitarist. Oh, am I allowed to swear? I forgot.
Yeah, absolutely. You can say whatever you want.
Okay. fucking A. I started really noticing like something kind of like that I was missing, and I feel like the solo thing's been awesome, but I've just been glued to the microphone, and I just don't feel like I'm putting as much into the guitar as I'd like to. And I started just brainstorming, and I was like, it'd be really cool having another lead singer, and doing like not a rip-off version, but like like a cool updated version of like maybe like an Alice in Chains type,
right.
Harmony theme. It sounds nothing like them, believe me. I'm just using that as an example of two great lead singers. But the more I was brainstorming about it, the better the idea felt. And I put an ad up on Craigslist, and this guy on the other line there, Dave, got got in touch with me, and it turned out like our bands had played together quite a few times. Dave, I'll let Dave tell you about his band that he was in prior to this, but I was actually a huge fan of his band, and everyone else I talked to just didn't fit the bill, and it just seemed like things clicked from the get-go with Dave. But yeah, tell him about your other band, your old band, Dave.
Okay, yeah, my other band was the Keeps. We were like kind of like a punk and roll is what we call it. Kind of punk, kind of rock, pretty similar to Flashlight, I guess. And yeah, but I was kind of looking to do the same thing. Like I was the only singer, the main singer in that band. The other guys did a lot of backups and whatnot. But I was in a band once before with two singers, and I just absolutely loved it. Like Steve said, not being stuck to a mic. Like we both play guitar and we both sing, and we can switch back and forth. We can, sing half the song and he can sing the choruses, or vice versa, go back and forth and play off each other. And it's really cool.
Definitely.
How I know you guys recently played a show, so how did the crowd react? I mean, did they enjoy it?
Absolutely. We were really pleased. It was the premiere for Bam Margera's new movie that's coming out. I don't have a release date, but it was the premiere of screening of it. And he asked if we would come play it. The movie, incidentally, is called "I Needed Time to Stay Useless," and it's great. But Bam asked if Nymphogeist would play, and we hadn't really planned on booking any shows, but when Bam calls, you come and play.
Right.
So we fucking hustled and got a set together, and what was it, like 2 weeks we had, Dave? Or
yeah, if that, I think.
Yeah,
probably just about 2 weeks. I think three or four practices before.
Exactly.
We put it together, and it was a whole lot of fun.
That's what makes it exciting.
Definitely, and it was cool too. It was like sort of a more intimate setting. It was a smaller venue, and a lot of like Bam's family, and just a lot of just like friends and family, and hardcore fans, and it was just really cool. They were really accepting of us, and they really got into it, which I loved. And Bam's like almost as ADD as me, and he actually watched the whole set, so I was very pleased.
Yeah, you taped it too and took a bunch of pictures, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, I want to find that footage.
Well, I'm sure if he filmed it, he's got it. So, but so I only found out about the new band recently. So, how would you explain the style of it? Is it traditionally what the style you've done in the past, or?
I'm gonna go with and I'll let Dave give his point of view on it. For me, it's so in the embryonic stage, and it's really being built kind of day by day, session by session. But it's definitely something I've never done. And Dave adds just an awesome, really good songwriting element to it. Think like Backyard Babies, meets, like maybe Social D, and who knows who else, yet not derivative of that. And I think our two styles really complement each other. And we're still really, in the process of writing together. A good amount of the songs are just, going to be, songs Dave wrote and songs I wrote. But I'm sure with the way things are going, we'll end up, having at least a couple that Dave and I write together. But it's definitely not like anything I've done.
So
same.
Go ahead.
The same goes for me. I think it's really cool that like he has a different style, even though they're similar styles and similar genres. It's just we both come from different ones, and combining the two is just really cool to me. It's something that I wouldn't think of, and vice versa. Like kind of take the best halves of both and combine them together, and hopefully come up with something new and exciting and really fucking cool.
How many songs do you guys have now, and do you perform them all live, or did you perform them all live for the show at BAM? Or
No, we did. We only played maybe like 40 minutes or something, 30, 40 minutes. We did a shorter set, and BAM's band Earth Rocker went on right before us, and they just slammed. BAM's got a great voice. It was the first time. I mean, I've known the cat for a while, but it was the first time I really was in the same room with him while he was singing, and man, he's got a set of lungs on him. Yeah, we did, sort of like a short set. It was just like a little sneak peek, into where we're going. And, it was cool. It was a little unexpected and a little, felt a little premature, but, it ended up being like a really, really cool night and a cool show.
That's awesome. That's awesome. How many, you mentioned a release coming out. Are you going to do physical copies of it or just digital?
Well, Dave and I are still talking about it, but I definitely want to have some physical copies. I'm brainstorming about a lot of other ideas too. I don't want to get too into that yet. Next time we talk, I'm sure I'll talk more about that. But along the lines of download cards, I have some ideas that I think might be really cool. To sort of involve, the fans with the music and have, a direct link to not only the songs, but to us and the inspirations behind the songs. And it could very well end up being like a multimedia project. It could end up being something separate